Met Gala was looking good this year. Black Dandyism? That was a good theme. Not everyone adhered to it, but, you know. Oh, this is iconic. Zendaya's? I got so fucking mad because I saw people comparing her outfit to some other lady who was wearing a white suit. And no disrespect to the other lady, but Zendaya looked so much better. And people were like, oops, wore the same outfit. And it's like, can you really not tell the difference between these two outfits? Great theme this year. The Black Dandyism? Yeah, for sure, 100%. Trying to find the comparison photo between Zendaya and the other lady who wore a white suit. I'm not succeeding. I like that hat. I believe it's Zendaya. You're a slave to celebrity culture. Unlike me, an enlightened intellectual who expresses his high IQ by not knowing the ways that you're supposed to pronounce basic names and countries and stuff. Agua. Agua is Spanish for water, isn't it? Yes? So I was right. What else did you think it could be? I didn't! I've always been right! On everything! Here's them quote-unquote twinning. Show me the goddamn photos. I can't see a good comparison picture here. Whatever, I don't know why I'm even talking about this. I feel like men's fashion isn't as mainstream. Yeah, because we view women as the ones who are supposed to be, you know, like the pretty ones. Well, hold on. They're not even showing the cool parts of the outfit. We're missing out on context here. Because Lewis Hamilton showed up in like a race suit. And then his team took the race suit off and he had this underneath it. We're missing out on vital context. The race suit gimmick was the supporting actor in the upcoming F1 movie, not Lewis Hamilton. Oh, really? Am I mixing it up? Oh, you're right. The guy who did the F1 movie bit is wearing a red suit. I guess I just assumed it was Lewis Hamilton because of, you know, his job. Got it mixed up in my head. Still a really cool bit. They pulled all the stuff off of him. Yeah, the guy in the white suit was Lewis. Yeah, I just, you know, F1 driver. Damson Idris? Well, he looks damn good. Must have been hot under all that. Oh, God, yeah, probably. Lewis Hamilton's the only F1 driver in the world? I believe you. I believe that. Why do all the white guys look uncomfortable and boring in their outfits? I don't think that's true. I think you're dividing people unnecessarily. That friend who's too woke? Exactly. Why are you starting a race war? Come on, don't we have enough of a race war, like, day to day? I'm trying to find a white guy. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding a white guy at the Met Gala, the theme of which was, oh, there we go. Okay, this was a bad example. This is just a regular slim-fit tuxedo that doesn't look that great, and the fabric of the jacket and the pants don't match. You shouldn't even show up if you're going to dress like this. Okay, come on. White guy. Fuck. Flipping through my white guy Rolodex, desperately trying to find one who looks good at the Met Gala. Fucking white guy. I'm seeing guys and I'm seeing whites, but it's a fine suit, though I don't like a full break on the pants like that, but it also doesn't really fit the theme. So I'm gonna say this one isn't that good either. Come on, just find me... Just find me a white guy. I don't know this person's gender, but I also don't like their pants. Actually, I like this. I think this is fine. It's simple, but I like it. It's well proportioned. I think that's fine. I think that looks good. Finally. We're only down on number 77. The chatter was right. Okay, the chatter was right, but they still shouldn't have said it. You don't have to start a race war just because it's right. Okay? When I got my hair cut the other day, I was pulling out of the interior parking lot and somebody came round the corner and nearly T-boned me. Was it an Asian woman? I can't say, but I will say that if it was, that doesn't justify hate. Did they even let white guys at the Met Gala? Are they even, like, allowed to... Jesus Christ. Are they even, like, allowed to be there? This one's sick. And then they unfolded this, like, cloth bag around her, and she's wearing the outfit underneath it. It's the tailoring. You can't ignore the tailoring. Why is the... Oh, this was iconic. He released an album where the cover is him carrying a piano, so he showed up carrying a piano. That's very good. We need DEI, man. We need white people getting in on affirmative action. This is fucked up. He's just wearing a tuxedo with a black dress shirt, and the pants don't match the fabric. What is this with the tuxedo fabric not being the same fabric as the pants? The whole point of the tuxedo is to turn you into a big, like, elegant, like, color block. Unless you're doing something with it, but white guys, white guys, white guys. That's cute. Did you see Lisa's outfit? She wore Rosa Parks in her undies. Yeah, she had like lace underwear with the figures of famous black, or like the drawings of, like, laced into the panties were famous black people, and like on her pussy was Rosa Parks or something. That's an odd choice. I don't know about that one. I think this looks cool. Is it black dandyism? This certainly the fuck is. I don't know enough about black dandyism to say whether or not this is. Is this guy even white? No? Skipped a white guy? I skipped a white guy. Oh, you're right, I did. In an evening robe. Okay. I'm getting hurt here, people. I'm getting hurt here. Mind you, I think a lot of these outfits look fantastic. I'm just looking for white guys right now. John Cortajarena? It's just a tuxedo. It's just a tuxedo. And also, yeah, slim pants, but some people like that. I don't, though. Like, it's the Met Gala. You should dress up, you know? Look up Andrew Scott at Met Gala. All right, I will, Stephanie V. I will. Ooh. Wow. White guys at the Met Gala not bringing their best. What was that noise? This was that noise. He's on the left. Not to say the right is great, but, you know. Ugh. Unironically, like, the theme of the Met Gala was black dandyism. Why are the white men not leaning into that a little bit? Like, it's a theme. There's nothing. I don't know. It's because they're not black? Yeah, but being black doesn't necessarily mean you know about black dandyism, and I don't think being white means that you can't. Like, it's not like these guys are choosing their own clothing anyway. They're being, like, outfitted by designers. This guy's in Versace. What the fuck is this? Andrew Scott's arm stole the show at the 2024. Oh, this is from last year's Met Gala. Okay. Still an awful outfit. Okay. Still an awful outfit, but this is from last year's Met Gala. Black dandyism was not the theme of this one. Okay. This year was good. Well, the white boys still weren't bringing their best. I think the white guys didn't want to come off wrong because you need a swagger with dandy wear. Sure, but, like, it's the theme. It's not racist at all. It's the theme. I mean, dandyism is essentially just like a formalized, like a formal, performative kind of, like, masculine drag, basically. Like, the original dandy was like the French guy, right? The French guy who dressed in his tweed little outfits, right? You're getting a lot of the same themes as drag. You're doing it from a black perspective. Dandyism is not by any means like black specific, but, you know, there are black specific forms of dandyism. This is good stuff to learn here. Like, do you really think if a white guy was dressing like this, people would be like, oh, that's racist? I don't think so. I think it's just, you know, my guess is that the designers who were most interested in making really good outfits wanted them to be worn by black men. Like, if you're a designer and you're thinking, I'm going to create an amazing outfit for this Met Gala. Who will model it for me? You're probably going to go with the black guy because the theme is black dandyism. So maybe nobody approached the white men with a good idea. Because again, they're not dressing themselves. They're being dressed by designers and clothing outfits and so on and so forth, you know? No. Okay, what's this? From GQ, really? Tom Ford? This isn't Black Day. No, 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 no. Look, Tom Ford has had good contributions, but like, come on. Here we go. Jesus. You sure designers are designing these? Well, that's Tom Ford, so yeah, he is the designer in that case. He's pulling double duty there. That's why he's there, by the way. He's Tom Ford. He can get into any fashion-based event he wants. It's a nice tuxedo, but there we go. Nice suit. You know, I think I don't like the vest, but I otherwise kind of like it. This is linen, I think, very pleated, and I love those shoes. I wish the jacket was larger, not the lapels, those are huge, but the jacket itself, the sleeves and everything. And I wish that the vest was maybe a little more earth toned and maybe patterned. Oh, you know, it would have fucked really hard here. Okay, chat, tell me if I'm cooking. Leopard print vest. Think about it. Like what Jersey moms wear? Leopard print vest. I think you could hit on something special with that if the pattern and colors were right. I love the shoes. With that tie? Yeah, like as a complementary pattern. Just a thought. Just a thought. Looks sick. Looks sick. Colman Domingo always dresses well. He's the guy with that famous, I don't know if it was from a previous Met Gala. That famous image that's been like reposted a million times. Not just image, but that outfit. This one. He knows how to dress. Here, this is the image. Became like an instant menswear, like everyone reposts it, everyone wants to learn from it. Yeah, hide your wives moment kind of thing. Beautiful drape on the pants. Look at that. Clean lines. What is this called? I don't know what it's called. It's like a very 70s look. Gold shoes, gold suit, big open. This is called a, I think, fused collar shirt, which is where the way the collar is made is that it doesn't like fold open at the top, but if you unbutton the shirt, the shirt opens like that. You know what I mean? Like in a big V, and that was big in the 70s. I mean, he looks phenomenal, of course. No, I mean the shirt has no buttons. You're right. It looks like the buttons are under the placket. I don't know. I'm not sure about the details. I mean, it looks beautiful. Like pimpcore. So what you're saying is racially insensitive. And I'll explain why, okay? Pimps dress in like what we might call a black dandyist style in the movies. In reality, by the way, most pimps are just like, they look like regular people. They're running like a crime business. You know, they're not dressing that way to like get attention. But what you think of when you think of like a pimp and how they dress, what you're looking at is a performative, extravagant display of masculine opulence a la drag that's used to communicate like social status. But you're kind of denigrating the form by calling it like pimp, right? Because that's a crime. Like pimps are horrible people, you know? We're talking about like a fashion trend that people associate with pimps because of white media, because white media likes to fixate on pimps and that aesthetic of pimps as like a like a blaxploitation trope. Like they think it's interesting, it's scandalous, so people like the, you know, like, oh yeah, well, that's like a pimp style. But in reality, we're talking about, you know, a wide range of stylistic influences. I just meant because of the coat, but I get it, my bad. No, not my bad. I'm not accosting you or anything. I know that a lot of people will look at this and think like, oh, you know, like pimp style or something. I'm just explaining, you get me. I'm just explaining, the dealio. I think that looks this looks very nice. You know what this looks like to me? The original dandy. I don't remember his name. Here, I think this is a drawing of the original dandy. It was this fucking gay ass. It was, hold on. Les Petites Maîtres. Okay, this is a dandy of Paris. Who's the original? Yankee Doodle went to town, stuck a feather in his hat. Yankee Doodle, British dandyism. There we go. Beau Brummel is the person I'm thinking of here, or Brummel, perhaps. I'm not good at pronunciation. This fella, called the original dandy by some, or at least accredited to it. You know, he's given credit for that. Sartorially, the look of Brummel's tailoring was perfectly fitted, clean, and displayed much linen. An elaborately knotted cravat complemented the aesthetics of Brummel's suite of clothes. Basically, he was like a metrosexual, like, little fashion queen, and he kind of like kicked off an aesthetic trend that lives to this day. Anyway, do you see a little what I mean? Like similarity-wise? I don't know, something about the silhouette, the way it flares, almost like riding boots, narrowest at the knee, and you have like this hair looks to me kind of like almost like a wig. I don't know. It doesn't look like a wig, but it looks like like a stylized representation of like a curly wig. I don't know. Shut the fuck up. Lewis Hamilton looks great. Reminds me of Flapper hair. It does, yeah. Flappers looked great. That was a nice little stylistic trend. Well, anyway, I gotta go. Fucking been a while since we've had a dalliance like this.